the hell am I saying? I don't even know anymore. Hi guys, my name's Elfie. I'm an author and a book blogger from the UK, and today I'm going to be making my video for the BookTube Tryouts. So I'm super excited to be participating in this. It's such a fun idea and I'm really excited to get feedback from everybody and see what everybody thinks of my video. But today I'm just going to be sharing with you some of the books that I purchased recently or that I've received recently. And yeah, let's just get started. The first book I have to talk about is one that I feel like a lot of people have read and I personally just never read as a child, and that is Eragon. So my boyfriend actually recommended this to me and has been trying to get me to read it for such a long time. This is actually his favourite book from when he was a kid, so I'm really excited to finally pick this up and see what I think of it. Obviously I know it deals with dragons and I know it's a fantasy, but other than that I know nothing about this series, so I'm really excited to kind of go into it a little bit blind and not know a lot about the content. But yeah, I think it's going to be really fun. I'm super excited to experience it for the first time and see what I think reading it as an adult compared to how my boyfriend thought about it when he was reading it as a child. So I'm very excited to see what I think, and I'm hoping I'm going to really enjoy this one. So the next one is another book that my boyfriend actually picked up for me, and that is Stardust by Neil Gaiman. So I have never read this book, clearly. It's one that I have heard about but it's never really been on my radar, if that makes sense, so I'm very excited to get to this. I have started American Gods. I don't know if you can see it in the background, but I read the first half and we've stopped because we're going to watch the TV show and then I'm going to continue on, which kind of feels like a bookish sin, but we're going with it. But then I'm planning on doing a whole vlog where I finish American Gods and read Stardust, so that is something that I'm planning on doing, which I think will be really fun. But I've never read this. I have, again, no idea what it's about. And yeah, I really like Neil Gaiman's writing style, so I'm excited to see what I think of this one. But it looks like a very quick read, so hopefully I will really enjoy this and fly through it. So next I have a book that's been on my wish list for such a long time, and for some reason I just never got around to picking it up, but I treated myself to it a week or so ago and I'm so excited to get to it, and that is Wicked Fox by Kat Cho. This is such a well-loved book on BookTube. I feel like I've seen so many people talk about it. I know that Chloe from Books with Chloe absolutely adores this book, and I really admire her recommendations. I feel like usually when she recommends a book I also really enjoy it, so I'm excited to see if I enjoy this one. But I know that it deals with Korean mythology and our main character is a nine-tailed fox. I'm always really excited to learn about different cultures and their mythologies, so I'm very excited to dive into this and learn a bit more about Korean mythology because it's something that I haven't really learned about before. And also this has one of the most beautiful covers I've seen in such a long time. It's so stunning, like the detail is amazing, and I'm really excited to get to this. You guys know that I love fantasy, but I haven't read a kind of urban fantasy for such a long time, so I'm really excited to pick up another one and see what I think, and I think I'm going to really enjoy this. I'm having such a hard time picking which books I'm going to read next. It's such a struggle right now because I have so many books that I'm so excited about, but this is very high on my list. It's very top priority, so hopefully I will get to this soon and hopefully I'll love it. Also, it's one of those really floppy paperbacks, which I am really pleased about because they're like my favourite paperbacks. They're really floppy ones, so I love this. So then I have another fantasy, and this is a longer one, and it is From Blood and Ash by Jennifer L. Armentrout. I have never read anything by this author, and I feel like Jennifer L. Armentrout is loved so much by so many people on BookTube, and this book I see everywhere. And I know it's very adult, and I know that there's a lot of adult themes in this book which I'm not used to reading, so that will be interesting. But I've just heard so many things about this book, so many good things, so many interesting things, and I'm just super excited to get to this. Honestly, I think I'm gonna really enjoy it. I hope I'm gonna really enjoy it, and I'll probably do a reading vlog for this one, and I'll probably do a reading vlog for Wicked Fox as well, but I'm really considering doing a reading vlog for this one because I've seen so many people do spoiler-free reading vlogs for this book. It's always so much fun to see people reacting to certain events. Obviously I don't know what the event is, but I'm just intrigued. I think I'll really enjoy this and I can't wait to see what I think, so hopefully I will like it as much as a lot of other people are. So then I have Ironheart by Nina Varela. This is the sequel to Cryer's War. I read Cryer's War last year and I absolutely loved it. It was such an amazing story. The romance was so fresh and unique, and I really enjoyed that aspect of it. But also the world is so intricate, it's so unique and different, and it's unlike anything I've ever read before, so I'm just so excited to get back into this world. And also these are some of the most beautiful covers I think I've ever seen. Like, the detail in these covers is incredible, and I am so excited to get to this. Yeah, I don't know why I haven't picked it up yet, but I'm very excited to get to this and just be back in this world and see how the characters change and develop and see the difference in the plot, and just I'm so excited for this book, and I think it's going to be one that I really enjoy. And the first book in this, I don't know if it's going to be a trilogy or if it's just a duology, but the first book was one of my favourite books ever, so I'm very excited to see if this one lives up to my expectations, and I really hope that it will. So the next one I have is Girls of Paper and Fire, and this is another fantasy. So I know that this book deals with a caste system, and I know that this book is set inside a palace, I believe. The thing is, I really, especially with like these types of fantasy books, I like to not know too much about it before I go into it, which makes making these videos really difficult because I don't know enough to kind of explain the plot before I go into it. Again, Chloe from Books of Chloe always raves about this book, and I remember her saying that she really enjoyed it, so I'm very excited to get to this one. And it's not too long, it's only like, it's less than 400 pages, so I think it'll be one that I can really fly through when I need a fantasy to kind of pick up my reading spirit. And yeah, this is another one with an absolutely stunning cover. One of my reading goals this year was to diversify my reading and to read books by authors from other cultures, religions and backgrounds to myself. So I've just heard absolutely incredible things about this book, and I'm hoping I'm going to really love it. And again, I'm definitely considering doing a reading vlog for this one because I think the experience is going to be so much fun, and I just can't wait to see what I think of it. And I'm really tempted to get Krish to read this as well. For those of you that don't know, me and my boyfriend also do joint vlogs, so we've just started our vlog channel, and we're really excited to kind of combine our two hobbies. He loves gaming and I love reading, clearly, so we're trying to kind of combine them and kind of, you know, get each other into our hobbies. And one of the things that we're doing is me getting him to read more, so I think he'll really enjoy this. It sounds like something that he would really enjoy, so I might see if I'll get him to read this. But I'm very excited to get to it, and I love the palace setting. It just sounds so intriguing, and I've heard people say that it's so unique and so powerful, so I think I'm gonna really love it. So then I have a Holly Black book. I have How the King of Elfhame Learned to Hate Stories. I love this series. Obviously this is a companion, it's not the fourth book, is it? It's just a companion to the Folk of Air series, I think. But Jude and Carden, I had such mixed opinions on their relationship as I was reading the trilogy, and by the end of it I was a fan, so I'm very excited to get into this and see how I feel about it. I've heard so many incredible things, and this is just also one of the most beautiful books that I've ever seen. Like, I say that about a lot of books, I think, but genuinely this is stunning. Like, the foiling on it is beautiful, it's illustrated, and the illustrations are stunning, so I think this will be one that I really enjoy. And I just the thing is, I always put off these books because I know that I'm going to really enjoy them and I want to savor it, but at the same time I just want to read all of these books, so we will see. But I think I will really enjoy this one. As I said, I'm obsessed with the original trilogy, so I can't see myself not liking it. Can't wait to be back in this world. These characters mean so much to me. The Cruel Prince was actually one of the first books that I read when I first joined BookTube, so it's very nostalgic for me in that sense. It holds a special place in my heart, but this trilogy is incredible and I can't wait to read this short story collection. And Holly Black is just an incredible writer, so I'm very excited about this one. Then I have another one of my most anticipated releases of the year, and that is Namesake by Adrienne Young. Adrienne Young is my favourite YA author of all time. I was lucky enough to meet her at YALC not last year, the year before, and she's just so lovely, and her writing is just absolutely phenomenal. It's beautiful, it's whimsical, it's just stunning. And her covers, she is so lucky with her covers. Every book that she releases just has one of the most beautiful covers like in existence, and the cover for Fable and Namesake go together. I will insert a picture here that I put on my Instagram because Fable is downstairs, but this is a stunning cover and I'm so excited for this. It's a pirate-esque kind of tale. It deals with magic and crystals, and there's a romance budding, and it's just so much fun. And I can't get enough of Adrienne's writing style. She's just absolutely amazing, and I'm so excited to continue on with this. And she recently released that she is putting out another book, another duology, which I'm beyond excited about. So I pre-ordered that the second she announced it, and I'm just so excited. So I can't wait to obviously finish Fable and pick up Namesake. I'm just beyond obsessed at this point with Adrienne Young's writing. So this is one of the most anticipated releases of the year, as I said, so I'm super excited to get to it and just enjoy this world and these characters and her writing and just fangirl about it for the rest of existence. Then I have another book that I have seen everywhere and I'm really excited to get to, and that is These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. I feel like I don't really need to explain what this book is about because it's everywhere, but it is a Romeo and Juliet retelling set in 1920s Shanghai, which just sounds amazing and I'm so excited for this. It is a longer one. I say that, I just checked and it's actually only about 420 pages, which isn't that long, so really I'm being quite dramatic. But I'm very excited about this. Romeo and Juliet is my favourite Shakespeare. For those of you that don't know, I'm kind of obsessed with Shakespeare. I was a lot more when I was younger, but I have been studying Shakespeare at uni this year and it's really reignited my love of Shakespeare, and the fact that this is a Romeo and Juliet retelling just really grabbed me, and I'm really excited about this setting. Set in Shanghai just seems absolutely fascinating, and I've heard so many incredible things about this book. I follow the author Chloe Gong on TikTok and she just puts so many fun videos up as well, so that's really made me want to read this even more because she talks about this book so much on her TikTok and her social media, and I've been following her for a really long time, so I'm really excited to get to this and I hope I'm going to really enjoy it. As you guys can see, I've tabbed the chapters, so I'm all ready to pick this up and I will definitely be doing a reading vlog for this. I have heard some reviews recently say that the romance is not especially, you know, it's not a main focal point for this book, which is really interesting because obviously people have been saying like it is a Romeo and Juliet retelling, so some people have been expecting more romance from this, but I'm not a huge romance reader. I don't read a lot of books for the romance, so I don't think that's going to be a problem for me because I love plot-driven books. So I think this will be right up my alley either way, and I'm super excited to get to it. And again, the covers. The books that are being released right now, the covers are absolutely stunning and I'm just obsessed, honestly. Like, this could go on my wall. Like, I could frame this. Maybe I should print it and frame it. That's a really good shout. So then I have a book that I have actually already read, and that is Super Fate Love Song by David Yoon. This is such a fun story. It's a contemporary, and for those of you that don't know, I really don't read a lot of contemporary, but I was so excited for this book, and it's one that when it came out, it just didn't really, it wasn't in my radar, you know, I didn't really think about it too much, and I just randomly thought about it a couple of weeks ago, and I was just like, I need to buy that book. So I bought it and started reading it as soon as it arrived, and it was just so much fun. We basically follow our main character Sunny, and his older brother is in a band, and there's a new girl in town and she comes around his house and discovers his brother's old bedroom, which is obviously full of his band memorabilia and his guitars and just musical equipment, and she thinks Sunny is the one in the band, and he then has to create this fake band and create a new life for himself. It's so entertaining, it's so much fun. There's so many little aspects to this book that are just so unique and entertaining. Sunny is actually a massive nerd. Like, I don't know if I like the word nerd. I think it's quite cool. Like, I would call myself a nerd, but some people don't like being called a nerd, so I don't know. But anyway, Sunny loves gaming, he loves RPGs, he loves what's it called, LARPing. So yeah, all of those things are kind of mixed into this book, and it's such a fun ride. I would definitely recommend this if you're looking for a fun, exciting contemporary. And I love the food references in this as well. There's like, they're just thrown in every now and then, and it's just so much fun. Like, it just made me so hungry, and I really want to try all of the things that they're describing in this book because it sounds so nice. But yeah, that was kind of off topic, but there you go. So then I have 3 books in a trilogy. I don't know if there's any more books coming out in this series. I believe it's just a trilogy. We have the Book of Coley, The Trials of Coley, and The Fall of Coley. These books were kindly sent to me by Orbit. I absolutely adore Orbit. For those of you that don't know, they're my favourite publisher. They publish the most amazing fantasy books. and I'm just obsessed with Orbit, but they kindly sent me this entire trilogy and I'm so excited to get into these. So honestly, the blurb for this is kind of vague, and that's one of the reasons that I'm so intrigued by it, because it seems so mysterious. It lives in this village, and beyond the village is a landscape that is deadly, it's terrifying, there's overgrown forests with these like crazy plants that will kill you, and that's all I really know. I'm just so intrigued. I love books set in the forest, and I love kind of dystopian fantasy sci-fi, so I think this is going to be so cool. Can't wait to read these. I really want to read all three together, or not together, but I want to binge this series is what I'm trying to say. In case you haven't noticed, I'm babbling a lot today, and that's because I haven't filmed in a couple of weeks, so there we go. But yeah, I'm really excited about these. I'm so excited to get into them and see what I think. I think they're going to be so good for the summer as well. Like, I know a lot of people like to read fun contemporary books in the summer, but I like to read sci-fi and creepy stuff in the summer. I like to read sci-fi and creepy stuff all year round, but in the summer I just get so into creepy stuff. I'm just really excited to read these, and I'm going to stop babbling about them because I don't even know what I'm saying anymore, but I'm very excited. And also these covers are so cool. Like, they're so simple, but they're just breathtaking, and I'm just obsessed with them again. So then I got another one that I don't know why I haven't read yet. Vow So Bold and Deadly by Bridget Kemmerer. This is another one that I don't know why I haven't read yet. The first two books in this trilogy are some of my favourite books of all time. They're just so good. It's a romance, it's a Beauty and the Beast retelling, it's fantasy, it's just so cool, and I'm really excited to see how this develops on from the last book, because a lot of stuff happened in that book that kind of left you hanging and wanting to know what's going to happen. So I'm very intrigued, and I can't wait to see what happens in this next installment, because I've been waiting for this for a very long time and I just need to read it and see what happens. I don't know why I'm putting it off, but very excited. So this video is getting kind of long, so I'm gonna show you the next book, but the book that I'm actually about to show you just came in the post. So if you're wondering why the camera angle has changed a tiny bit, it's because I had to go and pick up the parcel from downstairs. But yeah, so I'm gonna open it now and I'll show you what I got. So this is a contemporary, and it's a book that I have been wanting to read since it was announced, and I've only just got around to picking it up. Honestly, I don't know why. I honestly can't tell you why I've only just got around to picking this up, but it is the Henna Wars. I've heard so many incredible things about this book. It's a contemporary, obviously. I wanted to read this before Honey and Issues Guide to Fake Dating comes out, because I have a pre-order coming for it, and I also won an art last night on a giveaway, so I'm super excited about that. But I wanted to read this before I read the next book, even though they're not obviously connected, but I wanted to read this before I read her next novel. And obviously it's just such an amazing concept. This book deals with so many important topics. It deals with culture, it deals with racism, it deals with homophobia, it deals with bullying. It just has so many important topics in it, and they're topics that I think really need to be discussed in YA, so I'm really excited to get to this and see what I think. And this is a book I wanted to read for such a long time, because as I said, it deals with so many important topics that need to be discussed, and especially for young people, they are so important. So I'm so excited to get to this, and I can't wait to share with you guys what I think and my experience reading it. So I will definitely be doing a reading vlog for this. But yeah, those are all the books that I have picked up recently to discuss with you today. Thank you guys so much for watching this video. I can't wait to see the reaction and kind of the responses and comments that you guys leave for me. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, I haven't filmed in a really long time, so I feel like I'm kind of like awkward and rambly, but I really appreciate the opportunity that I've had to post this video and share it with you guys, and I look forward to hearing your opinions on my video. But yeah, if you guys have any reading recommendations for me as well based on these books, especially more diverse novels, let me know in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you to Bookstagrammers for posting this video and letting me participate in the BookTube tryouts. I'm super excited to be taking part, and again, thank you guys so much for watching, and you'll see me soon.